In a small, forgotten town nestled deep within the forest of Eastern Europe, there lived an old man named Nikolai. Nikolai was a recluse, known by the locals as the hermit of the woods. His dilapidated cabin sat at the edge of the forest, far from the nearest village, and rumors of his eerie existence circulated among the townsfolk. Nikolai's isolation began many years ago, after a tragic incident claimed the lives of his wife and daughter. Since then, he had withdrawn from society, preferring the solitude of the forest to the company of others. One stormy night, as thunder rumbled and lightning split the sky, a group of teenagers dared each other to visit Nikolai's cabin. Drawn by tales of his madness and the secrets he held, they set out into the darkness. One stormy night, as thunder rumbled and lightning split the sky, a group of teenagers dared each other to visit Nikolai's cabin. Drawn by tales of his madness and the secrets he held, they set out into the darkness. The teenagers approached the cabin cautiously, their footsteps muffled by the howling wind. The door creaked open, revealing the dimly lit interior. Shadows danced on the walls as they ventured inside. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the darkness. "Who dares disturb my solitude?" Nikolai's voice boomed, sending shivers down their spines. The teenagers froze in fear as Nikolai emerged from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with madness. Ignoring their pleas to leave, Nikolai began to recount his tragic tale. He spoke of his beloved wife, Anna, and their sweet daughter, Anya, whose lives were taken by a sickness that ravaged the town years ago. He blamed the townsfolk for their deaths, believing they had abandoned him in his time of need. As the storm raged outside, Nikolai's tale grew more chilling. He spoke of dark rituals performed in the forest, of whispers in the night, and of a curse that haunted the town for generations. The teenagers, terrified by Nikolai's words, fled into the night, leaving the old man to his madness. But as they stumbled through the forest, a sense of unease lingered in the air. Days passed, and the town was consumed by a wave of sickness. The once bustling streets grew empty as fear spread like wildfire. People whispered of curses and dark magic, and rumors of Nikolai's involvement grew. Meanwhile, Nikolai's health deteriorated rapidly. Racked with guilt and despair, he grew weaker with each passing day. Eventually, unable to bear the weight of his sorrow, he collapsed in his cabin. When the townsfolk finally ventured into the forest to check on Nikolai, they found him lying on the floor, his breath shallow and labored. With great effort, they carried him to the nearest hospital, where he was placed under intensive care. As Nikolai lay on his deathbed, he whispered his final words to the nurse by his side. "Forgive me," he said, his voice barely a whisper. "Forgive me for the pain I've caused." With a heavy heart, the nurse watched as Nikolai slipped away, his eyes closing for the last time. And as the storm clouds cleared and the sun broke through, the town mourned the passing of the hermit of the woods. But in the days that followed, whispers of Nikolai's curse lingered, a reminder of the darkness that had once consumed their town.